What's up guys? Today I'm doing another comparison video of a Diamond Select Art Asylum Star Trek ship collectible, and today I've got two versions of the reissue Enterprise Z. One to the left is the Nemesis version and the one to the right is the First Contact edition. And I had a fellow collector a few days ago ask me what the differences was between the two ships, and so basically I just told him this as far as the ships go, it's just a different paint scheme on each ship. You know, the one representing in the movie Nemesis, and of course the other in First Contact. But as far as that goes, the lighting and sound effects are exactly the same. And I just wanted to show a side-by-side comparison to see what as you can see, the differences in detail as far as the paint scheme goes. And you can look here, so, I mean, like the Nemesis version, see a lot more coloring on the outer part of the saucer section, and then you have some more coloring towards the inner part of the saucer section here, and then you have on the inside they've added a little more coloring there compared to when you look at the First Contact version. First Contact version, a little more of a cleaner look. I mean, you still have the detail with all the little windows here and everything. You do have the life pods that are colored in. I mean, slightly different. The little darker on the Nemesis version compared to the First Contact. It's gone to more. I mean, the First Contact has more of a lighter style paint scheme. As far as the bridge area goes, they're pretty similar. Not too much difference there. Looking back onto the body where the pylons are, you can tell there's a difference there. A little darker, here on the paint scheme compared to here, more of a lighter gray. And then you can really see back here compared to there, it's a lot more of the detailed color patterns right here, so that looks pretty nice compared to the First Contact version, where you just see the little windows in the molding, and there's no coloring in this area here. But yeah, so you can see quite a bit difference as far as the paint scheme, and then a little difference on the pylons, a little different coloring scheme as well there. And then at the end where you have the shuttle bay, it's black on the Nemesis version compared to this version where it is gray. So basically, yeah, it's just a different color scheme. As far as the ships themselves, the lighting features and the sound effects are exactly the same. So basically, you're going to be buying the ships for just for the paint apps and just the different paint scheme. I kind of wish that they would have maybe put some sound effects from First Contact in the First Contact version, and maybe change the sound effects. Add some different sound effects on for the Nemesis. At least to get a little more variety instead of having two ships with the same exact sound effects. I mean, like the other issue, like for example, the original series Enterprise, for each different variant, they had different sound effects. So I don't understand why they couldn't have done that for the First Contact and the Nemesis. I mean, that's kind of a bummer. Kind of wish that they had different sound effects, but anyways, so that's the top part of the ship. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom of each ship and see what the difference is as far as both ships. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the stands off so you can take a look at the ships a lot better. Okay, so we got the both side by side here, and you can see the Nemesis also a lot darker on the paneling on the bottom of the ship as well compared to the first contact, more of a lighter style. On the reissues, they did add a lot more detail. On the first release, this area here didn't have any detail. It was just plain white. As you can see, they've added on, this little paint application or these little lines there. If you have the first release, there's like nothing. There's pretty plain. All along here is pretty plain. You don't see all these little markings along the bottom of the saucer. So on the reissue, they've I think did a lot better job as far as of adding a lot more detail. Along here there was no detail here, no detail right here. But all right, the bottom part of the deflector dish area, as you can see on the Nemesis, a lot of paint detailing as far as the bottom of the ship compared to the first contact. Really more of a plain look on the body, none of that paneling, paint along here. The bottom of here is pretty similar. It's just a little different coloration. And then we look at the bottom of the back part near the end, where the back part of the shuttle bay. The Nemesis has a lot more coloring pattern here compared to this. There only has a little coloring there, and then on the nacelles, a lot more detailed coloring on the Nemesis version compared to the first contact. You can see it's more of a lighter style paint application on there. You don't see as much as that paneling kind of look effect on compared to the first contact. But yeah, that's the bottom of the ship there. So you can just see the Nemesis. This has a lot more of a darker paint features compared to the first contact. And as you can see, got the Diamond Select toys, the number code on the bottom. You also have the trademark CBS logo, and that's kind of an eyesore. I mean, you look at the ships, you go through all this detail. The ships look really nice. You do all these little nice paneling and everything and whatnot, and then you see this right here. It's kind of takes away from all that nice little detail that you do to the ship, and you have to, add on in big black bold letters the trademark. I mean, I think they could have done a better job. Maybe have this maybe under here on the side like they've done on previous releases. I mean, you don't see, of all the other Diamond Select releases, you don't see them, have this printed out black and real noticeable. It's like they've done it on all the other releases. They did a nice job of molding it into the plastic and putting it discreetly on the ships. For some reason on the E's, they've decided to just print it out under here, which kind of takes away from the ship. I mean, to me, it takes away from the ship being a accurate looking collectible. This looks ugly when you see that those big markings. But anyways, if you wanted to, you probably could get some paint thinner or something, or just paint over it. But I don't want to do anything to the ships. I don't want to do any self modification. I'm just gonna leave it as is, as far as how the toy came from the factory. But okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna go put the ships flip the ships back over, and then let's go through the quick sound effects. Like I said, the sound effects are exactly the same on both ships. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play the sound effects one time.
Ready phasers and quantum torpedoes. Fire all weapons.
So yeah, that's it. That's all the sound effects for the E. And oh yeah, I want to just mention on the first release, the nacelles did not light up blue. The only thing that lit up on the first release were the Bussard collectors, the bridge area here, the impulse engines, and then of course the deflector dish. So at least they on a reissue they fixed that problem. A lot of people complaining, you have the Bussard collectors light up. How come you don't have the light up feature on the nacelle? So at least they added that. So that's pretty neat. But other than that, the ships are identical. Just like I said, it's just the paint scheme on both ships. That's the only thing that makes it different. Other than that, the sound effects, lighting effects are all the same. The physical characteristics of the ships are the same. There's nothing that's different. They're exactly the same. It's just the paint scheme on the two ships. So, alright, that's it for my comparison of the Enterprise E. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if you have any requests for me to do any other comparison videos, or just do maybe a review on a certain ship, just post it on my YouTube channel. Alright guys, thanks for watching once again. Take it easy.